what if one of the biggest lies we've been told about aging is that it's mostly written in our genes? Maybe you've heard it before. Heart disease runs in my family. Everyone in my family died young. Good genes are everything. It's a belief that quietly shapes the way millions of people think about their future. Because if your lifespan is already decided, why bother changing the way you eat? Why start exercising? Why make healthier choices at all? But what if that belief is only part of the story? What if the people who live the longest on Earth have been showing us something completely different? Across the world's blue zones, researchers have spent decades studying communities where reaching 90 or even 100 years old isn't extraordinary. It's surprisingly common. And what they discovered challenges one of the biggest assumptions we've ever made about growing older. Because your future may not be nearly as fixed as you've been led to believe. Today, we'll explore what science really says about genetics, lifestyle, and why the choices you make every single day may matter far more than you think. Everything discussed in this video is based on published research, demographic studies, and publicly available sources. If you'd like to explore the books, studies, and references mentioned today, you'll find them listed in the description below. This is where things get interesting. Most people assume genetics determine how long we live, and genetics certainly matter. But researchers studying aging have consistently found something remarkable. Genes appear to account for only a portion of our lifespan. Many studies suggest that genetics may explain roughly 20 to 30% of how long we live. The remaining factors appear to be influenced by something else: our environment, our habits, our relationships, our daily routines. In other words, the way we live may matter far more than most people realize. And this is exactly what made the blue zones so fascinating. Researchers found extraordinary longevity in 5 completely different regions of the world. Different cultures, different religions, different languages, different foods. Yet, despite these differences, the same patterns kept appearing. People moved naturally, maintained strong social bonds, had a sense of purpose, managed stress, and lived in environments that encouraged healthy behaviors. The common factor wasn't shared DNA, it was shared lifestyle. But here's the surprising part. If lifestyle matters so much, why do so many people struggle to live healthier lives? Most people blame themselves. They think they lack discipline, motivation, or willpower. But the blue zones suggest a different explanation. In many of these communities, healthy choices happen naturally. People walk because their towns are designed for walking. They eat healthy foods because healthy foods are easily available. They spend time with friends because social connection is built into everyday life. Their environment quietly supports their health. Now compare that to modern life. Many of us spend hours sitting. Processed food is available everywhere. Stress follows us home. And loneliness has become increasingly common. In many ways, modern environments often encourage unhealthy habits without us even noticing. Which means the real challenge isn't always personal discipline. Sometimes it's the environment we're living in. So what can we take away from all of this? The biggest longevity myth is the belief that our genes determine everything. The evidence tells a much more encouraging story. While genetics certainly play a role, they don't tell the whole story. Our daily habits matter. Our environment matters. The people around us matter. The food we eat matters. And over years and decades, these small factors can have a powerful impact on our health and longevity. Perhaps the most important lesson is this: our future isn't completely predetermined. Many of the factors that influence healthy aging are things we can improve, one small step at a time, and that's incredibly good news. One final thought: if lifestyle matters more than most people think, then one important question remains. What exactly are the world's longest living people eating? Because when researchers examined the diets of blue zone communities, they found a surprisingly consistent pattern, and some of the foods they eat every day may not be what you'd expect. In our next video, What centenarians really eat? The Blue Zone Diet. Explained. We'll explore the foods, meals, and eating habits shared by some of the longest living people on Earth. Subscribe to the Blue Zone Secrets. And until next time, live simply, stay curious, and keep discovering the secrets of a longer life.